Okay, I'm late. Okay. 158, everything set up? Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway. Shocking start aside, and being 8 minutes late aside, this is day 158 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Today's stream definitely has to be short, because between work and other plans that I have tonight, I don't have a lot of time to stream. But luckily that works out, because I think we're able to just finish regalloc today. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. Specifically, last time we, what did we do? We cleaned up our implementation of stuff, and we started like scaffolding out, generating spill code. I think there was some other stuff as well in there. Let's check the log. Yeah, we also debugged the like register priority thing, and that was a little bit awkward. So, yeah, that's all resolved. This time, hopefully, we get to finish generating spill code, and then we're done with regalloc. And then all that needs to be done is figure out code gen and all the preamble stuff that comes with it. So yeah, I guess let's get straight into it. So we go to spill. Yeah, there's a lot of slush there. To do regret this choice, true. Okay, so here we need to do things. What's good? What's good, Lane? Good to see you. Oh, I just remembered. I need to actually make the register. So I guess we stick this up here. Make the stack variable. We'll do that. Yeah, this is kind of inconvenient actually, now that I think about it. So what are we spilling, I guess, is the question. I guess, yeah, because what size are we considering the register at least? I guess if it's a stack variable, we're just assuming 32-bit, but still. More of a waffles or pancakes type of guy? Not really sure. I haven't had either in a while. I think I slightly lean waffles. Yeah, it's just like, I don't have a real reason for it though. Let's look at regalloc again. I'm trying to think if there's like a better way to go about this. Yeah, this is kind of annoying actually, now that I think about it. So whenever we make a stack variable, it's just 32-bit, right? So I guess we could just like unhardcode this. So we want f. I guess we have a thing in an earlier visitor that we can kind of reuse, right? Or something in here. Yeah, so we want to do this. Oh, we need to update that. Got a toaster and some waffles? Hell yeah. I feel like those are the most enjoyable waffles. Because you can just like they're also perfect for like when it's like 1 AM and you don't really know what you want to eat, but like you can make something work with waffles. You can just like do some insane stuff. Whereas like with pancakes, you have to like dirty more dishes and it's like really annoying. Okay, so let's update our function real quick so we can add stack bytes, or I guess set stack bytes. Yeah, we could do update. So this is under lar. Yeah, let's avoid making a mess. Maybe we update the data structure in a second, and let's figure out what to do with this. Yeah, so we need to figure out how to make a stack variable. This also means we need to, we need to make a mess. Maybe we just don't give it liveness and we just use a variable, or we use a visitor instead. I think that will just make it a little bit cleaner, even if we have more boilerplate overall. So let's just do that. Let's go back to regalloc. What's wrong here? Oh, I see. Yeah, this doesn't make sense anymore. Yeah, so we can just do a visitor here, I think. If I were to implement gotos in my C subset, do you think I should make an AST node for them and then generate a jump? I think that's pretty reasonable. Let me think about this. I mean, I guess AST is like kind of up to you to decide, but I think it's simple enough to just represent them as a jump, at least. Like, if you need to like jump to a target anyway, you may as well it would be no different than, I guess, lowering any sort of like control flow structure, right? So I don't really think it makes that much of a difference. Okay, so then we don't need to pass liveness in here either, which is nice. Yeah, that's good. And then here we also don't need to, I guess. And then let's go to regalloc. Let's get rid of liveness in this. And then everyone is happy. Okay. Alright, let's do some cleanup now. So let's go to... Let's make a visitor. Let's be annoying and make a visitor. So let's yoink all of this stuff. Or actually, let's yoink this. This is more representative. So we'd like to put this up here, I think. Yeah, we can do this, I guess. Spill giant visitor? I don't know. We're gonna get really creative with these names here. Yeah, we'll do this. And then we can figure out what to do here. I guess we want to... here we want like void handle def, I guess, or something like that. Or I don't know. We'll implement this stuff as we go. For now, this is what we care about. We do need the operand manager at minimum. I guess we probably need to give it the function as well. If we're like mutating, I guess. Yeah, that might be what we have to do. Or I guess we could give it an iterator, maybe? That could be fun. I don't know, we'll figure that out in a second. I think this is a good start, at least. But there's like, this is kind of just like rough anyway. The reason we need to do this is because we want to check the size, I think. But we could also just hardcode the size. I mean, I kind of want to just hardcode the size and be lazy, but I feel like this is the proper way to do it. I don't know, is there an instance where like we do something insane with like an output somewhere? Let's look at tests again. Oh yeah, we overwrote the tests. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, okay. So maybe we should update our test gen real quick. Or let's update our tests first. So let's go to tests. Let's update the runner. This is annoying actually. Okay. So we have test LAR, and then we have, what do we do now? Let's get rid of this first. So LAR initial is fine. What is the difference here? What did we even do here? This is the same. This is literally the same. Oh, we want regalloc or allocate. I'm gonna do that and give it LAR. There we go. I think that's the difference we care about here. And then our generator. Yeah, so we do LAR initial for those things. Yeah, okay, that seems reasonable enough. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do that. But then we need to rebuild. Do I want to do a visitor? I feel like I'm just gonna hardcode it for now because it works. Surely. Okay, let's push first. Make build. And then we can make tests and then go from there. Oh, okay. So we just fail a lot of stuff now. Okay, so that changed nothing. So why are these failing? I guess we have extra lines. Let's just run like built-in regression tests. This might be easier to read. This, okay. That doesn't seem right. Do you have provide code? Yes, but not in this project, because this is all stuff I like actually want practice with. Okay, I see. So that, yeah, okay. This makes sense. Yeah, I vibe code when I just care about like vomiting on code, not when I like, yeah, as opposed to like when I'm actually, I guess when I'm trying to like learn. Yeah, I guess like when I'm trying to learn more concretely. Am I comparing to the right thing actually? Oh, wait, no, of course we're not. Yeah, that's, yeah, I see. Yes, we have underscore initial as well. I'll just do this. Yeah, so we can do that. Let's do like initial here. Oh, that's a new edge, good to see. What the hell? Okay, let's do that, I guess, sure. I think this is fine. And then we can edit this up. Try not to do any more, it's bloated and bug filled. Yeah, exactly. It just becomes like annoying to maintain as well. Okay, we can do that. And then we need more things here. Yeah, there we go. Let's do more slush stuff. We don't use those anymore directly, but that's fine. This restful one gives you plus 10 files edited. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's like the whole, how do I even, where do I even go with this? I guess like, how do I describe it? I guess like, the whole reason that I guess like, generating code was like never the fun part, or I guess reading code was never the fun part. The fun part was always like making stuff and like doing the writing. So like, why are we getting rid of the one part that was actually fun, right? Like it didn't ever really make sense to me. Okay, the way I'm setting this up is really stupid actually. We should just get like tester and test name. We should just save test name. And we should get rid of most of this stuff. Yeah, we should get rid of that and just hard code it in. Yeah, let's do that instead. Yeah, and then we can just like, we can build this up. Someone telling me can't work as a compiler? Shucks. Like when consistently using Gemini on another tab? Yeah, like I just throw stuff in ChatGPT. Although I kind of want to mess around with Cloud Code and see what happens. A cold coffee versus chocolate shake? Neither. We say yes to water here. Yeah. We love water out here. I could definitely rewrite some of this test runner stuff, but I'll save that for like another rainy day. Yeah, so we want to replace, or we want to make more of these. Occasionally, I don't know, the thing is like, I don't know, I feel like shakes do not do very well with lactose intolerance, so that makes a big problem for me. And then aside from that, like, I don't really like coffee, so yeah, if I wanted caffeine, I would just chug a Monster, I can't lie, which is probably going to stop my heart at someday, but you know, future problem. Okay, so we just want to append this with initial, I guess, like that. Yeah, this is very ugly, but it'll do. I don't like coffee kind of hurts. I mean, like, it just doesn't fit my workflow very well. Like, nothing against, like, actually, yeah, like, nothing against coffee as itself. It's just like, it always feels a little bit annoying for me to make, at least. Okay, so this should use the correct paths now. Maybe we should definitely rewrite some of this instead. Let's rewrite some of this now. Let's yoink that. Do you have vertical monitor on the side? I have a I just have a normal monitor on the side. That's a cool idea, thank you. Yeah, this looks good. Let's do expected path here. Okay, that works. So yeah, then we can just nuke this. We can nuke AST path here. And also, we could just nuke all of this. Okay, so we can continue doing this. How are you not tempted to use AI? I mean, I don't know, like I use this sometimes. It's just not really helpful usually, so yeah, it doesn't feel particularly useful in my opinion. Damn, didn't know it was possible to get viewbotted as a small streamer. That's pretty funny. Are you AI? No. Actually, maybe I am. You never know. Okay, let's nuke that stuff out. Yeah, let's replace this stuff out. Yeah, we can just yoink this. Okay. Well, this is just going to be very boilerplate, so apologies if this is like a little bit boring here. So we have that. We can replace... We can just like slap this here. Give it a 1. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's stick that there. Let's do select. Okay. I think that looks reasonable enough. Yeah, okay. This might be a little bit more boilerplate, but I think it's fine overall. This might save some lines here and there. It's hard to say. I need this stuff. How far into the compiler after 158 days? We were very close to generating code. We have like a couple of small optimizations here and there. For the most part, it's just been like me fumbling around on the back end trying to figure out what CodeGen even looks like. That and also SSA construction took a while. But everything else has been like pretty smooth, I thought. Yeah, so we can do 0, initial, LIR. Are all these correct? These look good. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, so we can just nuke that, I think. Continue this. Yeah, we'll just keep boilerplating this out. I think this is one of the things that I would very comfortably delegate to like an LLM, because this is like a lot of just like typing, and that's kind of annoying. But like, I don't know, it really doesn't matter a lot, so like, so what, you know. Let's put this here. What else do we want to do here? I guess we could, yeah, let's do that. Delete this, place that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like LLMs. It's hard to convince me that LLMs can replace software engineers, because like even in all of the experiments that they put out, like there is someone that is like directing it to figure out what to do. So like we have like there's new tooling, but like even if the tooling is new, at the end of the day there still needs to be someone to like use the tooling, and maybe like what software engineers do will change, but I don't think that like that necessarily means that it's doomed per se. What's good, John? Good to see you. It's been a second. Let's yoink this. Let's go to Romy. Does this clean up? That cleans up. We'll do it like that instead. If you know how to write code, it's easier and faster to write it than to read and review. poor code? Yeah, I think I could see that being true. I imagine with like large code bases as well, it's just like, it just makes a mess as well. Or at least working in like an existing code base that's large. Which is why like a lot of maintainers just like, are just like rejecting like AI written submissions because, well, they suck. So yeah, there's a lot of back and forth. It's all kind of interesting to look at. All right, let's rebuild the test runner. I think we have not debloated whatsoever, but that's fine. Yeah. Let's make test. Why are these still failing? Did I... So that, okay, that's not helpful. Where's my, there it is. What? Oh. So now it's just going in different registers, which is different. But it is comparing against the right thing. So we probably need to make this more like deterministically ordered. We'll need to figure that out later. That might be like a future issue though. Let me just write this down. Oh, there's so much mess here. Okay, I need a new sticky note. This sticky note is not working. Okay, so we want to do that. Do that. Okay, that one's done. That one's done. That one's done. And then test stuff. Would you contribute consider AI contributions formally written code, but the AI explained the logic? I think the opposite is more. I think the opposite is more justifiable, if anything. Yeah, I don't know. It feels. I don't know. Like the whole point is like a human like approves of the code. So like I think a human writing the code and then AI approving it is like the absolute backwards order, if anything. Yeah, as long, I don't know. Realistically, as long as like it's not just like unreviewed slop, it's probably fine. But even still. Yeah, the sticky note will just live forever. It's more convenient to me. Okay. So I guess this is fine. So then, what else do we want? Let's add this. Yeah, let's, or update test runner. Okay. So I guess we could make it like, I guess we could just do the test order thing properly. I suspect it's because, actually I'm not sure why it's doing this. I guess they're all similarly weighted, so we need to like, I guess it's just something to do with unordered map, but I'll worry about that at a future time. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think like if, as long as like you're writing the code and then like you're writing up the PR, I think it's probably fine then. Telecasting. Programming for Linux instead of Windows because I prefer using Unix and Windows is awful, but I play Valorant, so I'm kind of stuck with it. Telecasting. Oh yeah, I think I've looked this up before. Oh, this looks nice at least. Nice. Yeah, okay. I guess this seems reasonable. I should probably I'll look into it more once I like do a proper new Vim config rebuild. Okay, so let's actually get back to CodeGen. The place that everything goes. So let's go to spill. We're just gonna hard code the size. Daily notes file with like 2 clicks. I see. That seems nice. For now, I'm kind of just like sticking to Notion because I have a lot of infrastructure there, and I'm a little bit lazy to swap it out. So yeah. So we want stack. I guess, do we want to make stack arg a thing? Oh, stack arg, I see. Yeah, that doesn't really help us here, actually. When do we make these again? Here? Do we actually just never use that? That's really funny. Okay, great. So we have the stack arg data structure, and we just use it once here. Okay, fair enough. I guess that seems reasonable enough. What's the difference between a CS engineering and freelance coder? I mean, I guess it's hard to describe because, like, I guess, like a computer, and I guess like a software engineer is like, I guess more broad of a term. I don't really think it's like necessarily exclusionary though. Yeah, I'm a fan of terminal-based workflows, but some things are just nice to have, specifically with like phone access. If I have like a shopping list in Notion, then like I'd rather have like a shopping list I can pull up rather than dealing with it from there. Software engineer is what you say at parties. Yeah. But also like freelance coder is also a very hipster-ish term in my eyes. Okay, so we want f get stack bytes, I think. Yeah, and then we want to update it, I think. Yeah, we should do this without liveness, and we should just do a visitor and make a mess, I think. Yeah. But then we need to update the iterator, and that's the other really annoying thing. Maybe we could... this is like so hacky. Let's just do it like this for now, I think. And then we want like set stack bytes, I guess. Let's go to lar. Set. This is void. Stack. I guess we can just do that. Yeah, let's do that. And then isn't the right place? Let's set it under to be more precise, I guess. Oh, wait. New bytes. Can I type? There we go. Can you please do a stream where we just watch programming videos and do commentary? That could be fun. I'm not sure how that would work with like copyright and stuff, but that might be like a fun Friday activity. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of opinions, I feel like. Or at least not a lot of like remotely interesting opinions. So it's like, it might not be very interesting. And also, like, the last thing I want to be watching videos about is React low-key. So, like, maybe that won't be happening in, like, the short term, but I don't know. We'll see what happens this summer with, like, internship and whatnot. Okay, this looks good. Piano and Val streams? I thought about it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want to keep my content mostly focused on like coding stuff for now. Like, I imagine people are here more for all the like compiler stuff rather than like me as a person, which is like fair. Yeah, we'll just like generalize or so we can do that, and then we want unhard code size. Is C++ your favorite language? I think I enjoy Rust more. Rust is more enjoyable for me to write, at least. But C++ is like, I don't know, it feels fluid, at least. Like, one of them feels fluid and the other feels like I don't ever have to bonk my head against the wall. I will leave it, it's open to reader interpretation which one is which, though. I will not elaborate more. Yeah, let's move this to the top, actually. Watch videos with Flander. Yeah, I guess like that could all be fun. I don't know. It's all like future content ideas. I've never really been too interested in like making React content because like, or like reaction content, because like it feels lazy and like what's the fun in it when I could be making something? I don't know. I might look into it more. Okay, so we want set f, set stack bytes, stack arg +4, I think. This is what we want. Or we could just do 8 like a lazy person, but yeah. For coloring, we need to. It's like, this is such a mess. Let's just do this at the top, I think, or let's do this after that, and then let's just make the 64-bit register. We need to give it the OM. Yeah, we just have to pass this around forever, I guess. This is just inevitable. Actually, no, we have the function. We don't need to yoink that there. So, we're making such a mess. So we want f get o. Oh, it's in the program. Okay, so we do need to pass it around. That's inconvenient. Interviewing Ginger Bill and Jose Valim. I haven't seen that actually. I guess I could. I could probably watch it, but life. So much life. So we want to get register, and then we give it reg get name or get surely we can just make this virtual register, right? Yeah, let's do that, and then we should redefine the interface, but this is getting a little bit unwieldy already. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, so we can do that. So we can keep passing more things into this, because why wouldn't we? So we want reg, get name, and then our data size, quad word, and then we want reg32. And then here, double word. This is not pretty. 7 programming languages in 7 days. I've never heard of that. 7 weeks. 7 days would be insane. But yeah, I guess this makes sense. I guess this could be interesting. Best food cuisine. I mean, my favorite cuisine is home cooking. I don't think that counts as an answer, but like, hopefully that's like a reasonable enough understanding. Yeah, this seems like an interesting book. Let's see what Reddit says. Sure. Yeah, I think this might be an interesting read. I think it would help me a lot, because I'm getting my ass handed to me by OCaml right now, so it might be useful. Okay, let's fix this up real quick. So we want liveness, LR operand manager, star OM. Okay, so we have this, and then let's how to evaluate languages. Yeah, that makes sense. I think just like learning how to think in different programming paradigms is probably good. That's why I'm like literally the only person here that, or like the only person in my school that thinks like our intro course, like our 111 course being in Racket is a good thing. But like, I don't know. To each their own, I suppose. Okay, so we want min reg, get reg num. So if this equals register num, I guess if it's not equal to that, then return. And then, so then we want virtual reg equals LR, or we want to static cast it to virtual register. Oh god. And then here we give it virtual reg. There we go. That's 111 course, like our first intro class for CS. Any chess people here? I tried studying chess for a while, especially during like COVID time. I was not great at it, so yeah, I haven't played in a hot second. It's just like a lot of time to dedicate to an activity, at least. It was fun just messing around with friends, to be honest, but that's about it. Okay, so spill lowest cost is fine, this is fine. Here we can just keep this as is. Last elo, I was like somewhere between like 1,000 and 1,200 on chess.com. It was like, or for rapid, it was like alright, I guess. Okay, so we need to actually make the store now. This is very annoying. we want to... I guess we could just leave the virtual register as is, and we can use that as our like intermediate. So instead of reg, we're comparing against reg 32, I think. Yeah. And then here we're comparing against reg 32 as well. Let's make real quick. 1600, ooh, nice. Okay, that's not good. Spill lowest cost we need to update in regalloc. There we go. Yeah, this is not one of the cleaner parts of my code that I've done. Is there like something usable here? Okay, we have unknowns here for spills. I don't think this is very useful. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we should insert the loads and stores real quick. So we want a move. So then we want uh-oh. So let's go to, how do we make a move again? Like in my IR, not like in chess. So we want none here. We want LIR. So we want data size, double word, size, and then we want source to be, so we want source here, and then we want stack, or we want the stack var. So it's like reg 32 here, I guess, and then we want to figure out what the stack arg is. I guess, yeah, we want stack base, I guess, or base. Okay, how do we, yeah, this is getting unwieldy. This is getting quite unwieldy. Let's go to operand, I guess, or I guess treegen probably has an example that I can steal. Let's look at alloc. Yeah, something like this, I think, or not that. Is there something above here that could be useful? Alright, we have resolve stack var, I think, right? Is that what we want? Yeah, I think this is what, yeah, here we are. So RSP, so we kind of just want to steal this stuff, I think. Is this your hairstyle? It's like a little bit messy. It's like the I'm not going outside hairstyle, which is kind of funny because I will in fact be going outside in an hour. Let's just make a. This is annoying. Yeah. So let's just figure out what to do here. So let's figure out what this is. This is offset, I guess. So we make the offset, and then here we want RSP is that we don't need that anymore. We don't need, okay, so we need that at least. This address node thing does not work anymore though. So we want, I guess, get address. I guess we have a, yeah, this is rough. Let's undo that real quick. So base, index, scale, and displacement. So we have auto stack var equals std make unique where address. Oh wait, no, wait. What am I doing? Get address. Can I get advice on admissions? I mean, I've told you this before. Like, I don't do the admission stuff because I'm a student. So I don't think my advice will be particularly useful. I've also been like 4 years disconnected. Just make sure your essays are good. Make sure your activities list is good. And make sure all your numbers are good, I guess. Like, there's no magic bullet or anything. You just have to have a strong profile, for better or for worse. So RSP, we want null putter 0 offset, I believe. Oh, we need an immediate here, right? What does this do with address? Okay, so we have register, and then I see. So we literally just have a 0, right? That's annoying, actually. That's very annoying. Is there an instance where we have like literal 0 scale, actually? Ugh. Maybe in a different apply, maybe? We have a different scale that we use. I guess it's just 1, huh? Let's go at him. Wait. So then this is such slush. I can't read my own code anymore. Okay, so let's look here. So then, okay, that one's fine. I guess here, How do you do this? How do you get into compilers? You just, I mean, I feel like I should be the one asking that question. I don't really have a great answer to that. If you're talking about like the industry, if you're talking about the theory, I have a neat little, does this work? Nightbot, please. Please, Nightbot. Wait, okay, wait, what was the command again? Crap. Ah, there it is. Okay, yippee. Okay, it works. Yeah, those are my recommendations. Yeah, okay. So then we need to get address. This is awful. Love you as a person, thank you. I'm not sure how to respond to that, but I appreciate the sentiment. I guess we could just set this as 1, right? If we don't have an index. right? Are any tiles ones that don't have an index here? I guess here we have a potential null pointer. So this is just an address. How do we encode that? I guess we've encoded it as a 0 before, so I think this is probably fine. Okay, so we can do that. So then base is that. Index equals static cast to LR register star null putter. I should definitely refactor some of that to be like this as well, so it's like slightly more readable. And we can do that. Auto displacement equals do that. And then we can be nice with this base, index, scale, displacement. Yippee. Here we rename this to offset. There we go. Let's go scale, it's good to see you. Okay, so here we replace this with stack var. Yippee. So now we replace load. So here we go stack var to reg 32. Oh. Let's stick this up here, I guess. Or we'll just put this here, I guess, I don't know. This goes somewhere. I have no idea where this goes, this just goes somewhere. How is the project? We should be generating spill code in a second. Let's see if this works. Zoop. Okay. Something is wrong here. Actually no, this looks correct at a glance. This doesn't alleviate register pressure at all, but let's commit this real quick. Let's add lr.star, add setter for stack size or stack bytes. And add all of this. Generate spill code properly. Messily. Okay, so then the last thing we're looking at. Let's get rid of this return here. Let's get rid of print coloring. Let's see if this works. Alright, hopefully this doesn't infinite. Okay, it's really slow, but it's working, I think. I feel like this shouldn't be this slow, but I guess I am making a mess, so it is gonna be that slow. Is this just spilling everything? Is that what's happening? Wait, there's no way. Like, it would make sense, I guess. Well, okay, something is wrong. This should not be spilling this much, I think. Why is it so slow? I guess we're doing a lot of passes over it. And this is like a giant program. So let's... Okay, O1 is boring here. Let's not do many reg. Let's do LEA. Okay, that doesn't spill anything. I guess that makes sense. Maybe parsing? I don't see any stack variables anywhere. Alright, see you, Matex. Thanks for stopping by. What's a good test for this? Call chain? No, that wouldn't work. Params? Maybe? So much Zybooks? Yeah, Zybooks was not fun. I think I had one class that had it before. I don't know, did we just step through the really slow code? That's... Yeah, there are some like other accessibility issues with Zybooks that that our prof had that ended up just making us not use it anymore. Spill. Let's see. Something is slow here. I mean, I guess we're looping over everything a lot, so that might explain why it's so slow. I love writing software in C. How do you come up with ideas for projects? Just like whatever problems you have. Like, I think you can kind of just do whatever with it. Maybe this is causing it to be slow, but I don't know. Let's just give it a run. let's just let mini-reg cook for a little bit. Now, what happens if we don't give it mem to reg? Or we don't give it that. Wait, what? Oh, 0. Let's do that. Alright, we're just gonna sit here and stare at this for the next however long. Solve a problem by taking away time from being with your family? True. That's so real. Bus routing system. Ooh. That seems in-depth. This is tough? No, it's really not. It might be slow, as a matter of fact. Anything but tough. Yeah, this should not be struggling this much, I feel like. These spills are really slow. Why are these really slow, actually? Oh, these are speeding up, though. Okay, we're just spilling everything, I guess, at this point. That's very unfortunate. This is so bad. Rent an H200, real. I think we're spilling every register here, actually. This is... Actually, that makes a lot of sense. I guess the way this code is written. So I guess I should show the test real quick for context if you haven't seen it yet. Many reg. So this is the test. This is the test. So this will have a lot of spills necessarily. Let's get in. You're spilling? That's that's rough. I'm also spilling. Yeah, this test might be a mess. Tell me you didn't hand type that? Yeah, hell no. I fed this. I did the first this many, and I was like, I just fed it to ChatGPT and told it to write the rest. So yeah, it's still going. Yeah, maybe this was not smart. And then if you look at the output, it's terrifying. Someone just coughed outside. So this is like normal looking. This is already 1,000 lines long. And then we get to here, and this is 2,000 lines long. We're getting there. Also 2,000 lines. And then if we look at it with less optimizations, I think which one am I looking at? Initial? One of these is like incredibly long. It was select, I think that was. No, these are all just like a mess though. Like we got 2,000 line long output. Like it's rough, and we're still spilling, so like it'll be a while. Every idea I have seems to already be implemented. I don't really think that matters. Like there are large like C compilers that already exist, so like utility wise, I don't think the stuff I'm doing is like going to be revolutionary, but at least it's like fun to learn. A friend of mine recommended me to a prof he's doing research with. I mean, I don't really think there's a lot you can do about that. Like, I think you kind of just gotta submit what you got, right? Like, yeah, I don't really think there's a lot else you can do. Maybe like emphasize like the other resume stuff you do, but like just try to divert attention away from your grades if possible. Make a square wheel to appreciate the round ones. That is like literally what I'm doing, to be fair. Wait, why is this taking so long? Wait. I feel like we've spilled more than 300 now. Okay, something is wrong. I think we're like spilling spilled variables now. We shouldn't have to spill this many, I feel like. Like there can't be that many variables to spill. Center is ZZ. How big of an impact does grades make? Open interpretation. I don't think they matter a lot. Some people think they matter a lot. Even though I don't think they matter a lot, I still try to keep them high because I like big number. As you wish, I guess. Okay, why actually is this taking so long? I feel like we're like respilling things now. This has been like what, 5 minutes of just staring at this? Like we can't, like, there's no way. This can't be that slow. Okay, well, okay, let's make a new test so we don't bonk our heads against the wall every time we have to write this. Let's replace many reg with something smaller. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. This should already, we should probably just get rid of everything after P. And then let's just clear up to here. So I don't have an aneurysm every time I want to test. Let's just kill that. Let's rerun this. Oh, look, it's much faster. Wow, who could have seen that coming? Okay. I'm scared how many lines of code this is, but it looks like we're doing a lot of spilling. Let's see how large the stack bytes is. 100. So we spilled 25 variables? We have 25 in here? Okay, all these LEAs look fine. Okay, so we have spill code being generated all over here. But it works. It should work. It looks like we spill properly. So let's regenerate tests. I like how it hangs on many reg for a second. Like, we already know this is slow. Add test. Make many reg less reg because I don't want to watch the test runner sit for 30 minutes. I spill when there are not enough registers? Yes, exactly. So if we have 17 variables and 16 registers, we have to turn at least one of them into a stack variable at some point. Yeah, this works. So here we remove remove debug output plus let loop. So what happens if we run tests? Oh no, we have more debug output that we need to get rid of. Yeah, let's get rid of that real quick. How do you decide which one to move? We have this really ugly algorithm somewhere. Spill. Yeah. So I guess this is under coloring, I think, right? Let's look at spill first, because I need to remove something here anyway. Let's go to IO stream as well. Yeah, so let's start by looking at regalloc. So this is like our big register allocation function. So like we get live ranges, we figure out which registers can't be in the same register at the same time. And then like eventually we'll figure out like coalescing, but that's a future concern. And then we determine spill costs. So we have like a heuristic here. I guess I will leave this on the side. Let's open up spill. So under compute spill costs. Yeah, so our general heuristic is every time there is a def, so like every time we define a variable, we add to the spill cost, because that would be a load from a stack variable. And then every time we have this is defs. So every time there's a def, that means we will have to store to a stack variable. So we add a specific weight for that. And then here, every time it's a use, then we'd have to do a load from stack. We'd have to do a load from the stack variable / memory. So we have to add a weight for that. And then we also block, or I guess if a register is if a register's predecessors, or no, what am I saying? If a register is a stack variable intermediate, so like if it's only defined by loads from memory, then we don't want to spill that, because that gets us that doesn't get us a new value. So if it's only defined as like an intermediate variable for like loads, then we set its I guess spill weight to like infinity. And then the idea is, so this all like computes like these quote unquote spill costs. And then so we try to color, if there is a point where we can't color all the registers, we do this, like we call assign register, or we call assign registers if we can color, and if we can't, we call spill lowest cost. So we go through spill costs. Yeah, so we go through our spill costs, we get the lowest cost one, and then we just spill that. We spill that register. Very messy code walk, but hopefully that made some degree of sense. I also think I moved a little fast, so let me know if I should like re-explain anything. Let's commit this real quick. Let's rebuild, rerun tests. Test, regression, generate regression tests. Let's watch it hang on many reg for a second again, as one does. What does spilling mean? It means moving a variable from, moving a variable from like a register to converting a variable that is currently in a register to being a stack variable, I guess. So like, what's a good example here? I guess we can just look at this many reg / again. give it a second. Yeah, maybe I should speed that up, but future concern. Let's look at LR initial as a comparison. Yeah, so this is like what it looks like with just virtual registers. Yeah, so instead of having like REX or like EAX or like ECX, EDX, whatever, we just have like registers with like numbers attached to them. So like this is like register 0, register 1, and then $sign is like an immediate. So this is what it looked like before. And then if we compare it to after coloring, or after register allocation, you'll notice there's these like moves inserted around here. So like here we compute like whatever's in R10, and then do we get this order correct? Wait, what? Wait, I might have done this wrong. Wait, 1 second. This is a load. No, this should be good, right? I guess we should check the loads before, right? Yeah, this seems rough. Yeah, these sorts of like intermediate moves that are inserted, which are like loads and stores to memory. Those would be our new like spill instructions. Yeah, Lane is explaining it better than I can, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, wait. Something seems wrong here. I feel like something is wrong. Wait. What am I doing? 35? That's a little high. Yeah, I might not be 35. What are we doing here? Oh, I see. So 0 plus 1. We put that in EDX. Okay, we need to do a lot of coalescing. This makes a mess. Okay, so these LEAs are fine, I think. 14, that... I wish I were 14 again. Okay. What the hell am I doing here? I think I might have generated spill code wrong. Let's see. Something seems off here. So at iter we insert, right? So the store, oh, duh. The store goes after, the load goes before. I think we might have done it backwards. Yeah, it looks like we did something wrong. Okay, so we can get rid of the to-dos as well. So the store goes after. What the hell did I do here? Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Instead of store, we do load. Yeah, so this goes before. And the store goes after. So here we do store. The younger you are, the older you wish you were. The older you are, the younger you wish you were. Yeah, that's so real though. Let's make build. Please work, please. I'm getting scared. I think we might have infinited somewhere. I guess iter doesn't need to change, right? Oh, we should do these after then. It's like this. Let's do that. Let's try that again. Hopefully this works. Uh-oh. Okay, so we might be infiniting somewhere again. Why is it struggling? We just swapped the two. So Jen is stores. So we should do the loads first. And then we do the stores here. Yeah, this should be good. This is so confusing. Okay, we might just be infiniting. This should not be taking this long, I feel like, to spill. Let's see, where do we go? Let's go to regalloc, let's keep that as is, and then let's go back to spill. So up here. So we want reg, do string. Yeah, let's do that again. Thought we were done. Okay, so it's just slow. Why is it spilling so much? Wait. 106? We already spilled 106. What? Okay, wait. What is happening? Did I mess this up? So we are definitely infiniting. Wait, what? Oh, this goes down here, right? Wait, no. Right? No, this does not need to change. This needs, so, okay, I'm getting lost in my code. Okay, so we want to generate the loads first. Or potential loads first. So kill is loads, I think, right? So this goes from stack var to reg32, which is correct. And then this is very annoying. So we're like respilling things because we're struggling. But that shouldn't happen. So we make a move. This goes stack to reg, so this is a load. Which one is which again? Wait. Liveness. Okay, so Gen is load. Or I guess Gen is use. So these are the uses. So these should be loads. Wait, what was I doing? I was correct then. Help, help. Okay, let's do kill I. Gen I. Yeah, so that should be good, right? Well, this looks more correct at a glance. Yes, we compute R10, we store it. Here we load again, and we use it. We do stuff, we do more stuff with it. We store this. Yeah, okay. This seems reasonable enough. Okay, and then we can like optimize some of this stuff out as we go. It's like these uses immediately after loads, we will optimize out at a later point. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure why we had to spill everything for this, but you know, as one does. It's so funny though. We did memtorage and then immediately generated all the stack variables again. Yeah, this is where it gets messy, I guess. But some of the stuff at the top we can definitely remerge. Okay. Yeah, this looks more correct at a glance. Yeah, okay. Yeah, then we store that, so then we load something, we use it, and like we store something. But like, what are we doing here? So like, there's some like awkward moments. We could check like, I guess we could check def and use if it's like immediately after. We don't need to do like an immediate load. Okay, we could do that optimization at some other point. Let's just get this committed and shipped. Let's get rid of that stuff. Or wait, we need interference. Right? Do we need it? We definitely don't need this print anymore. Yeah, we need that, okay. Let's build it. Let's run this again. This is going to take a second. Yeah, our compiler is starting to get a little bit slow. Something tells me this algorithm was not ideal. But yeah, let's test regression, generate regression tests. Many reg hangs for a second, obviously, because why wouldn't it? Okay. And that changes one test actually. Do you pick up this algorithm in Mushnick's, or are you making this up as you go? It was like mostly, the main inspiration was Mushnick's book, but like from there I kind of had to just like do things on the fly, because I don't really have like loop weighting, for instance. Let's get diff this real quick. Yeah, okay. So we just had the order wrong, I think. Okay, and then there we go. So yeah, that's a reasonable place to be in. Make, test. This should fail a bunch still. Oh yeah, this is gonna take an eternity. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, maybe the way we could make this run faster is if we just turn optimizations on. Let's go to CMake lists. This is run surprisingly well given that we're not running with opt. So let's go to makefile, change this to release. And we have to rebuild everything. Yippee. So we'll just give it a second while this cooks. I'll probably just leave it in release for a while until I have to like actually run it through a debugger again. But yeah. Or maybe we could update the makefile to like not be awful. The cooling, I've heard of it, I don't remember what it is. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just leave it as that. Let's see how fast the test runs now. Oh, that's way faster. It feels way faster. That's nice. Yeah, we'll just leave it as this. Everything is a class. Oh, yuck. That's scary. But yeah. Let's just rebuild this and then call it a day. Yeah, looks good. And then this should take long again. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna push this stuff and then I think we'll call it a day. Yeah, we could even merge this branch actually. Let's do that. So many commits in fucking regalloc hell of all places. But after this, I believe we're good to go. 1 second. Yeah, okay. So let's get this merged. Yoink. So much slop here. I guess maybe we should wait until tests work. But yeah. So much stuff. This is 45 commits and a lot of code. So yeah. Let's count lines of code real quick. Okay, well a lot of this is like test output slush, so that doesn't really count, but if we count source, it's a lot. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna call the stream here today. Thank you all so much for showing up today. Real quick, let's fix tests as next stream, and that should be good to go. If you haven't already, make sure you like the stream and sub to the channel. It helps out a lot with the algorithm and gets my content out to more of you. While you're down there, make sure you check the description. My Discord is there. It's the best place to get pinged when I go live, and stay connected with everyone else. Also, there is my GitHub sponsors, and my LinkedIn. So feel free to add me on those or support me financially if you wish. Yeah, I appreciate all of y'all's support. It really does mean a lot to me. Yeah, it actually does like keep me going. I have been starting my streams earlier, so yeah, I guess that might contribute to it a little bit. Apologies. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to head out now. So take care, y'all. Take it easy, and have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.